Sometimes people are beautiful, not in looks, not in what they say, just in what they are. I can choose either to be a victim of the world or an adventurer in search of treasure. It's all a question of how I view my life. You always know the truth, because when you cut yourself or someone else with it, there's always a bloody show. Being kind is the greatest thing that costs nothing, but it is everything to the person who receives it. Stand up and walk. Move on. After all, you have perfect legs to stand on. Once friends as batch mates, but now different batches divide us. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Sometimes, we are so attached to our way of life that we turn down wonderful opportunities simply because we don't know what to do with it. There is no saint without a past, no sinner without a future. The wealth required by nature is limited and is easy to procure, but the wealth required by vain ideals extends to infinity. If you can't enjoy what you have, you can't enjoy more of it. Our lives were just beginning. Our favorite moment was right now. Our favorite songs were unwritten. Paradoxically, though it may seem, it is nonetheless true that life imitates art far more than art imitates life. We are the cosmos made conscious, and life is the means by which the universe understands itself. Things will change. You won't feel this way forever. And anyway, sometimes the hardest lessons to learn are the ones your soul needs most. See, as much as you want to hold on to the bitter sore memory that someone has left this world, you are still in it. Life, unfortunately, doesn't seem to care what we want. The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. Everybody stay positive no matter how negative life gets. Hope smiles from the threshold of the year to come, whispering it will be happier. When you take risks, you learn that there will be times when you succeed and there will be times when you fail, and both are equally important. Feeling beautiful has nothing to do with what you look like, I promise. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to start this day because then I'll just be expected to finish it. The only thing that can make you feel unexplainable feelings is by loving unconditionally. Strange how the best moments of our lives we scarcely notice except in looking back. Do not seek to follow in the footsteps of the wise, seek what they sought. Evolution is a revolution without R, and R is a renewal of the mind. I have never killed anybody, it is true, but it is because I lack the courage or the time, not because I lack the desire. If you change who you are to suit other people, you may end up dressed for the wrong occasion. Attaining consciousness is connected with the gradual liberation from mechanicalness, for man is fully and completely under mechanical laws. We are here to be family to one another, to exist for the sake of others, even as others exist for our sake. Small good decisions will lead you to the glorious path of success. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. You're thinking about something, and it makes you forget to talk. In order to move on, you must understand why you felt what you did and why you no longer need to feel it. Taking pictures is savoring life intensely, every hundredth of a second. The timing of your struggle depends on how resistant you are to your molding. But the only way never to do the wrong thing is never to do anything. Just when you think it can't get any worse, it can. And just when you think it can't get any better, it can. There are some choices you can only make once. You can't go back to where you made a choice and then take the other one. What you do is what matters, not what you think or say or plan. Death comes to us all. We can only choose how to face it when it comes. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you will ever have. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. To have great pain is to have certainty. To hear that another person has pain is to have doubt. Life always begins with one step outside of your comfort zone. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. The true hypocrite is the one who ceases to perceive his deception, the one who lies with sincerity. To be haunted is to glimpse a truth that might best be hidden. I've always liked the moonless night best. It's easier to say things in the dark. It's easier to be yourself. Just remember, the difference between being good versus being great is just a few points, inches, or seconds. Suspect each moment, for it is a thief, tiptoeing away with more than it brings. Men have two greatest fears. The first fear is the fear of being needed, and the second fear is the fear of not being needed. A picture may be worth 1,000 words, but just a few of the right words can paint 1,000 pictures. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. Life is pleasant. Death is peaceful. It's the transition that's troublesome. It isn't where you came from. It's where you're going that counts. The planet was being destroyed by manufacturing processes, and what was being manufactured was lousy, by and large. Nature is pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. We follow the codes not because they bring gain, but because we loathe the people we would otherwise become. Life gave me lemons, then I met you, and you had vodka. Now my life is a party. Bring forward what is true. Write it so that it is clear. Defend it to your last breath. All I am is literature, and I am not able or willing to be anything else. We feel that even if all possible scientific questions be answered, the problems of life have still not been touched at all. Do not sabotage your new relationship with your last relationship's poison. It's much easier to not know things sometimes. Things change and friends leave. And life doesn't stop for anybody. Law is made by the winner to preserve victory over the loser. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. To escape fear, you have to go through it, not around. A book is someone's story. Treat it carefully, look at it closely. Man is but a reed, the most feeble thing in nature, but he is a thinking reed. You are a human with one life, and it's up to you to make it the best life you can. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. You can't dwell on what might have been, and it's not fair to condemn him for something he hasn't done. We all take a different path to the same place. Why we took the path we did will always be a mystery. The summer's flower is to the summer sweet, though to itself it only live and die. The act of taking the first step is what separates the winners from the losers. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. There's no such thing as ruining your life. Life's a pretty resilient thing, it turns out. You choose how you feel, you choose what you do, you choose who you are. Celebrate true friends. They're a part of you that always sparkles. Seiran Adi and also I shall sing a sweeter song tomorrow. I never fail. It's just that the people around me succeed more than I. One swallows the lie that flatters, but sips the bitter truth drop by drop. You're not obligated to win. You're obligated to keep trying, to the best you can do every day. Don't have hope that the situation will be better. Have hope that your Savior will be nearer. The rich Pope Francis of Assisi was bored all his life. Serious thinkers are few, and the world is ruled by crude ideas. Without a sense of identity, there can be no real struggle. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. I could agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. One of the best ways to influence people is to make them feel important. It is not that I'm so smart, but I stay with the questions much longer. Part of the maturity of the sciences is an appreciation of which questions are best left to other disciplinary approaches. Nu pot fi eu insumi decat docama en alt pana la fury, saukober pana la descurager, la nivelo meu obisnuit, ignore faptal ca exist. Never stop just because you feel defeated. The journey to the other side is attainable only after great suffering. It is not courage that makes us speak the truth, but it is a hunger for truth that makes us courageous. Being able to write becomes a kind of shield, a way of hiding, a way of instantly transforming pain into honey.